Hey guys, welcome back to The Sports Entertainer. In this episode, we look at all the breaking wrestling news and rumors you definitely don't want to miss, with some of our top stories of the day being McMahon family and Triple H to be wiped from TKO and WWE, Cody Rhodes warned WWE about The Rock replacing him, huge update on Liv Morgan's criminal case, and so much more. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you never miss out on an episode. How Big E wants to return to WWE. Now, Big E was recently a guest on the Sarah O'Connell show, and the former WWE champion basically revealed how he would like his WWE return to look like, along with a possible dream feud, with Big E sharing that he'd love to work with the rest of the New Day again in a feud against Imperium. Quote, "That's a hard one. There's so much great talent now, and the roster has even changed from the 2 years that I've been out. I think something probably like a 6-man, a trios match, to do it again with Kofi and Woods. That's the best way to end things. They've been such a big part of my career. You know what? It's a great match. Imperium is doing great things. I think there's a lot of buzz. Gunther's just been amazing. He's been on an incredible run. Obviously, they've been locking horns with Imperium, so to be back for a match like that would be big. But honestly, any 6-man with the brothers, with my guys, would be something that would mean a lot to me. Facing Imperium would be fun. It's a cool contrast of styles. They're so stoic and austere, and we're anything but, so yeah, that'd be fun. Now, the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are set to team up with Jey Uso against Imperium next week on Raw, so with Big E sharing that he'd love to work with the New Day against Imperium, there really couldn't be a better time for Big E to return, but his return is still up in the air at this point, with Big E sharing a bit of an update regarding his return the other day during an interview with Denise Salcedo. Quote, "So when I think about the damage I have done to my body over the years, I just want to be smart, because this is the one body I get and I have to carry it throughout my 40s, 50s, hopefully, and beyond. So that's the goal. I just want to make a smart decision, and I am just so grateful to feel so good, to have no restrictions, and I want to be smart with whatever decision I make. We truly hope we haven't seen the last of Big E's in-ring career in WWE, and we'll keep hoping and praying that his return occurs sooner or later." Next up, Cody Rhodes warned WWE about The Rock replacing him. Now, it's doubtful that WWE ever could have imagined the amount of backlash they received for having The Rock take Cody Rhodes' spot against Roman Reigns for WrestleMania 40, and a shocking new update provided by Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select has reported that Cody basically voiced his opinion to WWE that fans would not react well to The Rock replacing him against Reigns. Quote, "New from Fightful Select, sources within WWE say that Cody is a company man and has long respected WWE's decision-making, but claim Cody actually voiced that the thought the audience wouldn't react well to the change in creative direction for Mania before last Friday." Clearly, Cody Rhodes knew full well how the wrestling world was going to react to The Rock taking his spot for WrestleMania, and honestly, Cody could not have been more right on that. The reaction from fans and all the backlash that followed probably even surpassed what Rhodes thought would happen. This bit of news comes after an update that was provided by Dave Meltzer of The Wrestling Observer, who shared that Triple H was apparently fully aware of The Rock wrestling Roman Reigns even before the Royal Rumble, which featured Cody winning the Men's Rumble match. Quote, "My buddy Jay told me that since his tweets are private, I probably should note that the idea that Paul Levesque didn't know about Rock signing with the company and him wrestling Reigns when he booked the Rumble is clearly not the case. He knew exactly what he was doing." Interesting stuff, man, and we truly can't wait for the WrestleMania 40 press conference tomorrow. Next up, huge update on Liv Morgan's criminal case. Now we have a great update regarding Liv Morgan's arrest that had occurred back in December 2023, because PW Insider have reported that Liv Morgan's criminal case has officially been closed as of yesterday, with this being a bit of the information PW Insider put out in an article titled "Liv Morgan Criminal Case in Florida Closed." Quote, "WWE star Liv Morgan's criminal case in Sumter County, Florida has been officially closed, PWInsider.com can confirm. PWInsider.com is told that a fine was imposed against Morgan. Court records list an assessment of $543, but not any additional fines. The charge of possession of marijuana, not more than 20 grams, is a first-degree misdemeanor in Florida. It can be punishable up to 1 year in jail or on probation, along with a $1,000 fine. Conviction of possession also results in a 6-month driving license suspension, random drug testing, and all the reimbursement of all fees related to the sentence. Court records only refer to a fine being imposed. As PWInsider.com previously reported, there was no heat on Morgan from WWE management in the wake of the arrest. Morgan returned to WWE from a shoulder injury at the 2024 Royal Rumble, and is expected to perform at the WWE Elimination Chamber event later this month in Perth, Australia. Now, this is great news that Liv Morgan's criminal case has been closed, because honestly it was a bit ridiculous in the first place, and clearly Liv's not being punished in WWE for this case, as she's definitely getting a solid push going into WrestleMania 40. Next up, McMahon family and Triple H to be wiped from TKO and WWE. Now, there was some pretty shocking information revealed by former WWE writer Vince Russo, who made the bold prediction that not only the entire McMahon family, but Triple H as well, will be wiped from TKO and WWE after those allegations were made by former WWE employee Janelle Grant, and clearly Vince Russo believes WWE will be a completely different company this time next year. Quote, "In 2024, the entire McMahon regime, and everybody connected with it, will be completely wiped from TKO. Everyone, including Triple H. This time next year, we will be looking at a completely different company. Document this post." A fan responded to Vince Russo's bold prediction with, quote, "What about The Rock? Isn't he a chairman or something like that now? I'm sure he isn't part of the McMahon regime though, but fully around during that time, and one of the biggest names like Brock, so do you think he's connected somehow?" With Vince responding with, "Rock was never a part of Vince's management regime, he was just a talent." Vince Russo would then post this bit of info, and to basically join his Patreon, quote, "If you listen to the dirt sheets, you are going to miss this entire story. None of them want to lose their WWE WrestleMania credentials. Fact. There are 3 levels to this story. 1. Vince Janelle Grant. 2. TKO's possible plot to oust Vince McMahon. 3. Ari Emanuel, Rock's possible plan to push Triple H aside and replace Cody with Rock at WrestleMania, and the real reason why. I promise you will get none of this from the dirt sheet marks. If you've never been a Patreon subscriber, grab your free week right now. Now honestly, this seems pretty damn far-fetched, and we personally don't believe Triple H will be fired or wiped from TKO and WWE by this time next year, but let us know your thoughts on Vince Russo's comments here, and do you believe Hunter could be gone from WWE by this time next year, or is this absolutely crazy? However, this does come after PW Insider had reported this bit of info a couple of days ago regarding The Rock basically having more power behind the scenes in WWE than Triple H. Quote, PWInsider.com is told this wasn't done to target and politic Cody out of his main event out of malice, but out of the belief that Johnson was the best idea to make money now and respect his new position with the company's parent company. This was a strategic move to give Johnson more political power overall and to show Endeavor's faith in his involvement, and that even Paul Levesque, who has done an admirable job as the chief creative officer, would lose that power struggle with Johnson at this point, as one source surmised. I mean, again, this does sound nuts that Triple H is going to be wiped from TKO and WWE, but let us know your take on this down in the comments section below. Well guys, that's it for today's major wrestling news. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you'll never miss out on an episode. Finally, if you haven't already, give us a follow on Twitter at TSE Wrestling, and we will see you guys in the next video.